in the morning.
Amy, there's nothing to discuss. We can't do it, and that's all.
But we can. I've got it all figured out. Now, the down payment on the house will be $2,000.
$2,000?
And tomorrow afternoon, after work, you and I can go to the finance company.
You know the nice people you got the money from before.
And we'll just borrow some more.
I am not going into debt with that finance company again.
But, Harry, think what we'll be doing. We'll be giving our children a real home. A real home.
But, Amy, this is all we can afford. I'm getting too old to worry about new bills. We have enough now. I can't go further into debt.
But, Harry, it isn't really a debt. It's an obligation. My father always told me that a man without obligations wasn't worth his salt. Please, Harry.
All right, Amy. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. I kept thinking about that on my way to the office the next day. I kept thinking about all the things they wanted that I couldn't give them. Well, I was writing out checks for Mr. Harding in the office. And I didn't think it was stealing. It felt more like borrowing. I was going to pay it back a little each week. I know I was stupid. But I wanted them to be happy.
You've had it pretty rough.
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Matthews. A lot of men would have just run away. But I couldn't. There was Donald. I let him down, too.
What did you do with the rest of the money, Harry? The other $2,000?
It's an escrow, Mr. Matthews. Down payment on the house that Amy and Mary wanted.
People versus Harry Nelson, 46328.
At this time, Your Honor, we ask leave to withdraw our plea of not guilty, heretofore entered, for the purpose of entering a new and different plea. Harry Nelson pleads guilty as charged.
Is there any legal cause why sentence should not now be pronounced?
No legal cause, Your Honor. If it please the court, I would like to make a statement in Mr. Nelson's behalf.
Proceed.
Harry Nelson made a mistake, and he regrets it with all his heart. He admits that he stole $2,500. $2,400 has already been returned. Now, Your Honor, I do not condone this crime, but I believe that you should understand why he committed it. Now, how did he spend this money? On himself? No. He bought a coat for his daughter so that she could face her friends without shame. He made a down payment on a house so that his wife could hold her head up high when she had friends in. He bought a scooter for his son so that he could be a leader in his set. Now, these things he could not afford, Your Honor. He was driven beyond his limitations by his family. A family that could not find happiness in the things that he could provide for them on a bookkeeper's salary. Now, in view of the extenuating circumstances, Your Honor, I feel that justice can best be served by granting this man probation.
Any comment?
No objections, Your Honor.
The defendant will please stand. It's the judgment of the law and the sentence of this court that you, Harry Nelson, be committed to the state prison for the term prescribed by law. However, due to the extenuating circumstances just described by Mr. Matthews, the sentence is suspended, and you're placed on probation for a period of 3 years, under the condition that you obey all of the rules set down by the probation department. Court is adjourned until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
You're free to go now, Harry.
Gee, Dad, it's wonderful.
Come on, Dad.
Come here, let's go home.
Harry Nelson is still keeping books. Mr. Harding gave him his job back. Mary is working now and doing quite well. And Amy? Well, Amy is satisfied with what she's got. And she ought to be. I think Harry Nelson is a good man. Tonight's case was brought to a fair and just conclusion through the efforts of a public defender.